changes around here.
Yes, we are getting ready for a big announcement at Wrdw's Furniture Outlet. But before we can get a new look and new merchandise and new...
Yes, but before all of that, we're having a huge sale to clear out all of our in-stock inventory. We are overstocked with bedroom, dining room, home office, and upholstery. Exciting new products are on the way, and we need room. Don't miss the extremely low prices right now at Weinberger's Outlet.
When your home needs a makeover, don't just upgrade.
Scattered showers out there.
Plus, an accused accomplice to an Aiken County murder no longer being tracked.
Also this evening, 2 salutatorians. Not something you normally see during graduation season, but a father had to fight for his daughter to keep the ranking she earned.
It all stems from a change in school policy that happened back in the 2021-22 school year. Our Nick Veland joins us live from Evans High School. Nick, you talked to the family. This has been getting a lot of buzz on social media.
Exactly, and it all started on Wednesday when Evans High School called Cortland Myers' dad, telling her that his daughter would not be salutatorian. And at the end of the day, both students will now get the honor after a decision was made today at Evans High School.
Just overjoyed. I mean, I screamed when I found out about it.
Today, Cortland Myers heard the news. There wasn't going to be just one salutatorian, but 2, and she would be included.
It was great news.
The controversy started last week when another student graduating a year early earned the grades to qualify for salutatorian honors, bumping Cortland from the running.
So it was definitely shocking. It was kind of upsetting, but I mean, there's only so much you can do at some point.
It was unfortunate, but Cortland and her family want everyone to understand that this wasn't the other student's fault. It was a policy change that put the grades at odds.
All she did was go to school and be smart. Like, she didn't do anything wrong. So I'm really proud of her, too, and I'm really happy that all 3 of us can get recognized.
The AP policy for Columbia County changed Cortland's sophomore year. Now all AP classes would get an extra 10 points, but that weighted scale wasn't in effect for her freshman year grades. That's the sticking point that sparked an issue with her dad, with his daughter having 1 less year of the current policy and weighted points than the other student a grade below her.
That we had to fight when, after we've seen all the years of hard work that she's put in.
Which led to many hours of pleading their case at the Board of Education building. Now the family is grateful both students will get the honor.
I do want to thank the Board of Education.
Yes. Especially thankful for Evans High School and all the teachers involved, because all the teachers were so supportive through the thing.
And Cortland is now happy she can just focus on her final weeks at school before she heads to the University of Georgia.
Glad to hear they got that ironed out. Some outstanding students there to celebrate this graduation season. Nick, thank you. To weather now to give you a live look outside. We've got some showers on Live Doppler Max radar.
Yeah, it's been kind of gray, and you can kind of see it off in the distance most of the day. So, Riley, what should we expect this afternoon?
State and baseball bingo. I have an update on some higher storm chances the next few days in just about 10 minutes.
All right, thanks, Riley. It's been 8 months since an Aiken County mother disappeared. Her ex-boyfriend and his son now charged with her murder and accessory to murder. And tonight we're learning the son is no longer being required to wear an ankle monitor, and that upsets the victim's family.
I don't know what happened with Aiken County, but it's just like we fell through the cracks.
Crystal Anderson, an Aiken County mom, went missing in August of last year. Deputies found her boyfriend's car burned in a wooded area, and her remains have yet to be found.
We dug deeper and pressed Aiken County for answers, and her boyfriend, Tony Berry, was arrested and charged with her disappearance. They also arrested his son, Darius, as an accessory to murder.
Our Hallie Turner's been following this story since day one, and Hallie, we know the family feels like justice has been moving slowly since day one, too.
While Crystal's boyfriend, Tony Berry, is in jail and charged with murder, a judge refused to set bond for him. But he did allow Berry's son to be free on bond with one condition, that he wear an ankle monitor. Crystal's family feels Berry nor his son cooperated with the investigation. And now the son, Darius, has convinced the court to remove his ankle monitor.
They owe us. I feel like they owe us so much more. Like, you never can bring a life back.
Crystal's family says they remain in a state of grief, disbelief, and shock, all while trying their best to take care of her 4 children, which includes providing for them financially.
Biggest fear, I don't want my sister's story to fall between the cracks. I don't want anyone to walk around around thinking that they have gotten away with it.
The latest development in the case leaves the sister feeling one suspect is getting to walk freely now.
Received a call from the solicitor. The bond hearing was like 2 weeks ago, and we were given the impression that the judge would make a decision in one day. Here we are 2 weeks later.
In March, Darius Berry requested a motion to amend his bond. This month, court documents showed Darius told the judge he is not a danger to the community or a flight risk. He says he did not violate the terms of his bond, and he's helping law enforcement in the investigation into his co-defendant by providing multiple statements since he was arrested in December. Darius is also expecting his first child in May and told the judge he couldn't afford to pay for the ankle monitor.
Which I think is a total slap in the face, because we have experienced so many financial hardships. And if it was up to me, I feel as though the $75 a week should actually go to my sister's children.
And that they will never get the punishment they deserve.
Them allowing this, Crystal's not going to be the last person that will be murdered by the hands of an abuser. And these abusers are going to continue to do it.
Leaving an open wound for a family who needs their mother, sister, daughter, and friend.
In August, we are going to do a memorial. I just feel like at this point, it's just time to, give my sister some type of peace.
Darius Berry is set to return to Orangeburg County where he lives, and he's not allowed to be in Aiken County while on bond except for court appearances and meetings with his attorney.
Okay, thanks, Hallie. All new at 6 o'clock, the grandmother of a baby killed by a dog in Columbia County will be sentenced in court tomorrow, according to court documents. Back in March of last year, the 7-month-old baby girl, Serenity Garnett, was in the care of her grandmother. When investigators arrived at the home on Columbia Drive, they found the baby and the grandmother being treated for their injuries. But the girl suffered more extensive injuries. Her grandmother was charged with possession of meth and second-degree murder. We'll let you know what comes out of court tomorrow.
Also new, a woman involved in a 2020 deadly crash will be sentenced tomorrow in Columbia County. Priscilla Johnson was charged with DUI and homicide by vehicle. This is just a brief video of that crash scene. 43-year-old Kaffinette Harris was the victim of that deadly crash. She was the mother of 5. Johnson is facing 5 charges, including homicide by vehicle and DUI. We also plan to be in court for this case as well.
One pill can kill. That's the movement to fight fentanyl, and that's their new catchphrase. There's a rally happening now in downtown Augusta supporting the Billboard Project. Loved ones and friends of victims lining up on 15th Street, holding pictures of victims to the drug. And behind them, you'll see that billboard with a very familiar face on it, Alex King.
The reason we're here today is because we don't want other families to go through this. It's a nightmare, losing a child.
This rally goes until 7, but the story does not stop there. We'll have more tonight on what they're hoping to do and bring to light tonight at 11. We've learned the cause of death for the employee who died at the James Brown Arena back in November. The Richmond County coroner says Rex Broadwater died from inhaling toxic gas and a chemical compound of Freon, which is used in HVAC systems. The coroner says that complicated a pre-existing medical condition. Next at 6 o'clock, a local nonprofit is rebuilding the Harrisburg community.
And we have seen some rainfall today and expecting a better chance for storms over the next few afternoons. We'll have an update just after the break. Potentially 2-3 inches of rainfall between now and Sunday night. So we do have a couple opportunities for some heavy rain. Luckily, we dry out past the weekend. Temperatures just a little bit cooler than average next Monday through Wednesday.
One grassroots organization is helping rebuild blighted properties in downtown Augusta. And this is one of the properties they're talking about. A complete rebuild and work to finish it continues as we speak. Our Will Rio caught up with Turn Back the Block as they work on finding solutions for the community.
If you walk or drive through the Harrisburg community, you've probably noticed a lot of houses like this popping up on almost every corner. Well, Turn Back the Block is working to bring new life and energy to this community, one house at a time. It's a symphony of saws on Battle Row in Harrisburg. The historic homes in this community, no longer in their prime, are getting a facelift.
It was like a window of heaven opening up.
Turn Back the Block is helping families like LaDonna Dolman and her 2 boys.
Turn Back the Block has given me and my boys the opportunity to have the American dream.
You may recognize her. She gives up her time to help feed families at Golden Harvest. Even while helping other families in need, she was working to get her boys into a better home.
There was gunshots a lot, and whatnot. There was a lot of crime going on, but I stayed focused.
That's when Executive Director Ashley Brown came into her life.
That we believe if we revitalize Harrisburg, we will strengthen our community as a whole. We have helped create homeowners and have them start their family roots here in Harrisburg.
Brown works with the CSRA EOA to coach up families looking to be homeowners.
They work with the applicant one-on-one, financial counseling, homeowner classes, budgeting, and they kind of keep us tuned in on the applicant's process over the time.
Their long-term goal is to get Harrisburg out of the 80% renter category.
We think we are changing lives and fulfilling dreams, and that's what we want to do.
It's changed my life. It has changed my life.
In Harrisburg, Will Rio on your side.
In the last 10 years, they've renovated 8 homes, constructed 7, renovated an office warehouse space, and they've prepared more than 24 lots ready for new construction. If you'd like to find out more about Turn Back the Block and how to apply, you can head to our website. Central EMS is giving life-saving care despite being at a disadvantage. We explain in a moment.
And also had the Greenbrier girls soccer team on the verge of making history. Dan helps us get ready for tomorrow's Class 5A state semifinals. Next in sports.
First,
a warning for you, the Aiken County Sheriff's Office has a couple of men have been going door to door scamming people out of their money. They recently hit South Aiken, but they could really be anywhere. So they're asking if you want to have your driveway repaved with leftover materials from other jobs. A few people have already fallen victim to this after handing over the money. The pair actually looks for a reason to leave the job, and then again, they never come back. So be on the lookout for those door-to-door salespeople.
When Central EMS came to Augusta, they did not bring an emergency medical dispatch system. With Gold Cross out of the picture now, along with their dispatch system, the city is taking over those expensive responsibilities.
So for now, dispatchers are using a flip book to give medical care over the phone. Our Craig Allison live for us at the Richmond County Dispatch Center. So Craig, the big question is, how reliable are those flip books?
It's a system that changed overnight here at Augusta's E911 Center from April 1st going into April 2nd. Now, some people might be concerned to learn that communication officers here are using a flip book to give out life-saving instructions, but as it turns out, they actually train on this system for 6 months to up to a year.
Up until Gold Cross left, they handled their own 911 medical calls, so the county did not need their own system.
We never really had the need to have the software. It actually would have been a waste of money if we had the software that we would never use.
The flipbook system they are using right now is only meant as a backup. The dispatch center says they're up to date and reliable in case of medical emergencies to provide on-the-phone care.
But when it comes down to it, we're talking about saving lives.
The flipbooks can give dispatchers instructions during emergencies like childbirth, allergic reactions, cardiac arrest, and more.
We're the first responders when it comes down to it. So our ability to try to provide any kind of life-saving instructions until the field units arrive is what's most important to the public.
While they say the flipbooks are reliable, they are already looking towards the future. Richmond County's emergency system has millions in reserve funds. They use those funds to buy a new $130,000 electronic system.
With the new system, it's at your fingertips, and you can read a little bit better, a little quicker, a little easier. You can ask the appropriate questions a little easier, because with the flip chart, you have to go to subtitles, so to speak.
At the latest, they say the new electronic system should be in place by around the end of June. But for now, they say that they are ready and able to take your 911 calls in case of an emergency. In Augusta, Craig Allison on your side.
On your sideline, sports brought to you by the Hawk Law Group.
Perfection is something rarely achieved in the world of sports for a variety of different reasons. However, the Greenbrier girls soccer team is 2 wins away from making that happen. The Wolfpack are currently undefeated, sitting at 18-0, and all of their hard work has put them in the state Final Four with a chance to make history in their school and county history. 14 of their 18 wins have been shutouts, and they've scored at least 4 goals 15 times this season. The combination of all of their experienced seniors leading the way and their key contributions from their underclassmen have helped them have a season they'll remember for the rest of their lives.
Tomorrow's a big game, and we're ready for it. And I think It's a chance for us to make county history because nobody in our county has made it this far. These girls have never questioned the process. They've been ready to work every step of the way, and they are absolutely fighters. So it's a combination of hard work, talent, and just willingness to fight and willingness to buy into the program.
Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, the Wolfpack are putting their perfect season on the line against Northgate in the Class 5A state semifinals. This match will be played at Greenbrier High School.
Helping pets and local artists, this week is the first ever Art for Pets fundraiser designed to help the SPCA Albrecht Center.
Yeah, the Southside Gallery there in Aiken cleared out their showroom to make space for local artists to display their work. Our Will Volk stopped by to check out the pieces and learn more about this fundraiser.
We took our work down, put their work up, and so we're pretty excited about that.
Tom Abbott and his family are using their gallery to support a cause that's important to them.
We both have 2 dogs at our house, and we're big dog lovers, and we have lots of friends that are dog lovers, and the SPCA Center has done such a great job.
Abbott says he was friends with Gary Albrecht, who helped create the SPCA Albrecht Center.
And when he passed away, we thought it would be a great tribute to him to do a fundraiser for the Albrecht Center.
So they invited local artists to display their work at the gallery. The Albrecht Center gets 25% of each sale.
It's the local artist supporting a local nonprofit organization, which I think is a win-win.
Marianne Winnemer says the shelter can use all the help it can get.
Our intake with the animals, that has increased, and then also the cost of taking care of these animals.
Abbott and his family are happy to help them. He says it's great to help local artists, too.
We have some really fabulous work that we're really proud of and proud to hang.
In Aiken, Will Volk, on your side.
So Art for Pets continues until Friday at Southside Gallery of Aiken.
Looks great over there. They're going to be open 10 to 4 Thursday and Friday, and you can see all that art for free. We're back with more after a break.
News 12, voted best weather coverage by the Georgia Association of Broadcasters.
Wherever I go, I'm always keeping an eye on the power lines. In my home of Puerto Rico, Hurricane Maria showed us what can happen with a weak and outdated power grid. So I became an electrical engineer, and now I work for Wrdw Power. We're investing in the latest secure technologies, and we're building the future of energy today. Our customers are counting on us for a modern and dependable power grid, and I'll be keeping an eye out to make sure they get it.
The spring